A class diagram doesn't contains only a single class. It contains many number of classes. For example, if you consider 5 classes are there in that particular class diagram. If an attribute or an operation is considered to be as a protected attribute and as well as the operation, that particular protected attribute and as well as operation can be accessed by all those classes in that model only, in that design only, but not out of the design or out of the model. That is the protected attribute or protected operation. Next, terms and concepts in advanced classes. A classifier is a mechanism that describes structural and behavioral features. A classifier is a mechanism that describes structural and behavioral features. Classifier can be classified as, or it includes various components. They are classes, interfaces, data types, signals, components, use cases, subsystems. These are all called as classifiers or tools or components. Actor is a tool, use case is a tool, class is a tool, component is a tool, a node is a tool, note is a tool, like that. So each and every individual component or individual part or individual representation which we use in representation of a particular diagram are considered to be as classifiers or components or tools. Next, examples of classifiers. So the first one is a class. You all know this is the name of the class, attribute of the class, and operations of the class. Next, second one is interface. Interface specifies the service of a class. Interface specifies the service of a class, but it won't implement that service. It just specifies the service of the class. That means only the operations can be specified, but we won't represent the responsibilities of the operation. The main difference between an operation and a responsibility is the elaborated form of operation is called as responsibility. The elaborated form of operation is called as responsibility. Next, data type. The next classifier is data. You see here a representation is given, and this is a stereotype that is type and char, using this char with a common name called type. Of course, we can replace this type with a name called data type, and it contains 1 byte. It occupies 1 byte. If we represent or any thing as a character data type, it occupies a single byte, like that. Next, signal power on. This is also an example of a stereotype. Next, component. Component is the part of the system. A system is composed of many parts or many components. So, in an individual part in the system is considered to be as a component. Next, node. Node is defined as something which occupies on the memory of the system. If we represent something on the memory of a system, it is considered to be as a node. Next, use case. You all know about a use case. Use case specifies the action which is performed by a particular actor. Next one, subsystem. Subsystem, it is a package. It is represented in the form of a package. Package is nothing but it is a combination of various operations which are grouped together. It is the combination of various operations which are grouped together to form a say package. Next, visibility. Visibility is specified to the classifier attributes and operations. Just now, as I explained about this, it specifies the classifier attributes and as well as the operations, and it can be used by other classifiers. Whether that particular attribute and operation can be used by other classes which is present in that particular model or not. And the levels of visibility are public, private, and protected. About these 3 things. Public attribute is nothing but accessed by other classifiers. Private, accessible within the classifier. Protected, accessible only by the classifier and its descendants. So what are the classes which we represent in a single model? Each and every class in that particular single model can access this protected attribute or protected operation. And one more additional level of visibility is package. Package is defined as it is only a classifier declared in the same package can use the features. Package is nothing but only classifiers declared in the same package can use the features. I think I said something different between the protected and package. What I can say is protected. Another definition for this, or another explanation for this protected type of attribute and operation is, for example, if a super class is there, that means a parent class is there, and its descendants are there. That means parent class and subclasses or leaf classes. A protected attribute or a protected operation can be accessed if that attribute is present in the parent class, then only its descendants, which inherits the common properties of the parent class, can access the protected attribute. Whereas package is nothing but the reverse thing, the previous thing which I said. If a class diagram consists of five or six or seven or more number of classes, all those classes can access a attribute or operation which is declared as a packaged attribute or operation. I Is it clear, or do you want me to explain one more time? The difference between the protected attribute operation and the packaged attribute operation. Once again, okay. The difference between protected attribute and protected operation is obviously parent class, its subclasses, and those subclasses are considered basically so any attribute be accessed by. Let me draw the diagram, then you will be it will be easily understandable for you people. For example, a parent class is there and child classes is there. One, two, three, and four. For example, assume that there are four child classes, and I'm connecting all these child classes by using a generalization. By using a generalization relationship. So you all know how many parts that means a class is considered or divided into three parts or four parts. First part is a class, second part. If I define any attribute or any operation as protected, at any operation as protected, then this particular protected attribute and protected operation can be accessed all these inherited classes by all these inherited classes. That is called a protected attribute and a protected operation. Whereas a packaged attribute and a packaged operation, it is denoted by using a tilde symbol. It is denoted by a tilde symbol. So the difference now, how I can explain a packaged attribute and a package operation is, for example, a class diagram consists of more number of classes. More number of classes like this. 1, 2, 4, 5. And all of you remember one thing, that I'm not connecting these classes by using a generalization. I can connect one class to another class with an association and a composition and a dependency and a dependency and a bidirected association, like that. That means I'm using different relationships in a same class diagram. Now what I'm saying is when we can define a packaged attribute or a package operation. If the class is divided into three parts again, which consists of class name, class attribute, and a class operation. If any attribute or any operation is considered to be as a packaged attribute and a packaged operation, then that particular attribute or operation can be accessed by all these remaining classes. All these remaining classes. This class can access that packaged attribute and operation. This class can also access that particular packaged attribute and operation. This class can also access that packaged attribute and operation. Similarly, this one, that is difference between a protected attribute operation and a packaged attribute operation. Is it clear? Is it clear now? Still any doubts? Okay. That is difference between a protected attribute and a protected